Hey, it's Holographic Space. I got asked how I do space and asked if I could do a tutorial. So I'm going to be showing three ways or three different aspects of space that you can draw. And usually for me it's like day to day, I'll change my styles, but I'll show you the basic three that I usually like to do. So I'm going to start with just normal clouds. I'll make the background black and whatnot. And usually when I like to do clouds, I'll use a brush that's it's kind of rough and brushy. Well, brushy, yeah, and fluffy. And I'll turn down the opacity. And it's pretty easy if you want to just start with like I start with sometimes a darker color, and then I'll work up to it. I'm gonna make the background white for a second just to show you. So I'll hold on. You want to make sure that you do the base all at once, and then you can make it darker from there and do it in layers. And then you go to a lighter color and you turn down the opacity even more. Gotta turn this back to black now. Now you can't really see it right now, but let's make that. There we go. Now this isn't all you gotta be doing, of course. You're gonna want to blend them if you have a blend brush. I usually use it at 5 so it's not too powerful. With space clouds, they're not as much uniformity as clouds that you see like up in the sky. They're much more blended. I go back to this again, add some more. Also, you're gonna wanna pick a light source for these, like what angle it's coming at. Smaller. And then back to the blender. Blender. No, I didn't like that. And usually I'll use like a glow layer after that. But if you don't, I can show you how to do that. Okay. You usually like to go to like, if it's blue, you'll go to like a more pronounced kind of blue, like this, or even like lime green sometimes. I'm gonna go with this. Just bring this down to like a 2, and then da 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 da. Do one largely after that, and I'll go back to my blender and just blend it up a little bit, not as much. There we go. And that's like one of the ways. And then the stars, you just pick usually I'll go with I have a glow brush. It has like stars, but if you don't have that, you can just grab a random brush, bring it all the way up to the opacity, and just go on. See, you can make little dots, just random dots. This is what I used to do before I knew that I had a brush that can actually do this for me. So I'll just go to this. Near the background, and it'll be behind the cloud. For adding stars onto a cloud, you want to have the stars near the brighter part and not the thicker part like down here, because it won't, stars won't be showing through there. So you just go like this. You got the stars. And space is endless, so you want to have a lot of them. It's okay to have some bigger ones too. And like that, and that, and that. You don't want to add too many of the bigger ones, so it doesn't look like really, really overdone. And that's one way. I'm going to save that because it actually looks kind of nice. And I'll show you how to have a light source in the actual frame, like how we had with this one and this one. Again. This one's a little bit harder, especially if you're going for like a neutron star where it has different colors like red and green and yellow and orange. But I'll just gotta go for a like a normal star kinda. I'm gonna set up my base for where that's gonna be. Now it's not going to be as uniform as a cloud, so you're just going to have like dots of clouds in there. Then we're going to add some colors. And this time we're going to be working backwards, so it's going to be lighter to darker with this one. You gotta add some purple in there. Maybe some red. Some orange. So you already see it looks kind of like a flower a little bit, and that's what you want. So have some pretty vibrant colors just around, and then we'll start working on darker colors. And this is like the edge. So I'm gonna do like a dark blue, and I'm gonna bring the opacity up just a little bit. Make it more grayish. And now we're gonna work near the on the middle where the star actually is. So we're gonna bring it up to like a very vibrant blue. Whoop, too big. And then we're gonna bring it up to white. And usually there'll be like a cloud around it, because if this is like an exploded star, then obviously there's gotta be debris and stuff. So we'll have that, and we'll do a different layer. We'll just I'll show you actually how to do the third way, where you reverse the cloud and you actually start with the brighter areas. This is good for having a light source, and it makes it look more realistic. Bring that up. Lower our opacity on that, maybe like a 5. Just slowly add on. Make it smaller, add more. Now we'll make it vibrant again. The green. Down again. Very electric blue look. And back up to white. And now we'll work on darkening the back of it. Whoop. A little bit of lag on my program, depending on what brush you use. There we go. And if it's facing it, like behind the star, then we'll do this underneath, and then we'll start with the darker layer. Just want to see where it is more. There we go. Up again. Happy little cloud. I feel like Bob Ross. Now you can add like light effects from the star. So, like, here, I'll show you. Boop. Now, if you do have a glow layer, that'll be good, because you can add some extra like shininess to it. Usually I'll do it with a like an airbrush, so it's a softer, less kind of noticeable. Bring that to one, and then might have a little bit of ripples here and there, like oop. Oh, too much. And we'll make a glow layer under the star so it doesn't interfere with what we already have when we're doing it on the other cloud. And now we'll do our stars. Again, don't put any stars like behind where the cloud is most thickest. So there's not going to be any stars down here. But there are going to be a few here and here. And I'm going to add a few here, again along the top. And there we go. A little bit of space for that. So I hope that this was helpful. If you have any requests, drop them in the comments, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye!